should be his distance and it should be his accuracy. Kick by Rory McNamee. The umpires have a look and they consult that it is over the bar. Lovely score there from Rory McNamee. Puts Rhode on to 1-2, 4 behind.
Martin, Oisin Keenan Martin gets it again, gives it into Johnny Moloney. Maloney's looking for his push back to the second half, and he does that. Sends it over the bar.
Rory McNamee rode in another Offaly senior football final. How many medals would this be if you win on Sunday?
This will be, please God, number 6. I think this is my 9th year now, so 5 to my name, so we'll see how things go next week. Starting
off in 2013, I suppose, against Tullamore, maybe not the happiest of memories, but it's been pretty good since then.
Yeah, it's a long time ago now. Yeah, things have gone alright since then, but I think at the beginning of each year we just kind of set our stall out again, and luckily enough we're back in the final again. So.
Yeah, obviously, Rory, you were growing up at a time when Rhode were, very successful in Offaly, and did you find that there's a lot of pressure or expectation maybe to keep the run going? Or?
I think from outside, maybe the bubble or outside the circle, there might be a little bit more pressure, but not really. And probably inside, the pressure just comes from ourselves. We probably set our own standards and how we want to play and what we want to achieve. So I think from the outside, there might be a little bit of talk about, this run that we're on or whatever, but from inside it's just a new year for us.
Okay, fair enough. And last year's final went well for yourself personally. I think you scored 3 points, but I presume there's an acceptance that Tullamore are looking more impressive this season?
They are, there's no doubt about it. I was just chatting with the lads out there. We're probably a team that's said to be aging a little bit, whereas Tullamore is probably on the other end of the scale, where they're probably going to be thereabouts for the next 10 or 15 years within Offaly. So people are trying to compare last year's final and this year's final, but I think it's far from that.
Obviously, some of your players have suffered injuries this year, and one thing I've noted is your brother Conor gone in at full back, which is a change for himself. But was that a move that has surprised you? Or?
I'd say it surprised him as well, though, to be honest. Unfortunately, we lost Owen Rigney and Jake Kavanagh this year to 2 bad injuries. I think Owen did his cruciate and Jake ruptured his Achilles, and 2 of them probably been Rhode's probably 2 best defenders in the last number of years. So Conor falling back in there, he's doing well, but he knows that he still has a job to do next week.
Yeah. And finally then, injuries aside, after a first round setback against Rhode, you have rebounded well, and I suppose fairly confident frame of mind going into Sunday.
Yeah, we never set our stall to lose a game. The first round didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but definitely we asked ourselves a few questions after the game, and in the build up to the second round, and we'd like to think we've gradually improved a little bit. Sorry.
Johnny Maloney, you're one of Tullamore's most experienced players. Ahead of the county final, is it apprehension or excitement, or how do you find the build up?
I suppose excitement really, Brendan, to be honest. This stage I'm pushing on a bit more. Every final, is a great opportunity for the likes of me. Not that many more are going to come around, so definitely excitement. Yeah, 100%.
That's good, and of course at the same time you are bringing some hurt with you into this final, taking on Rhode again after a narrow defeat last year.
Look, I suppose that's not taking on too much hurt, if I'm honest. We're more kind of, I suppose, from our own point of view, trying to improve every game. From a Tullamore team point of view, we're not trying to bring too much hurt with us. Maybe a dangerous thing to be going about. We're just trying to be a better Tullamore team, I suppose, and hopefully that'll be good enough maybe to give Rhode a better game this Sunday or coming, and hopefully get over the line this year.
Yeah, and I suppose from a personal point of view, you've always been regarded as a versatile player. You've moved from full forward last year back to centre back this year.
Yeah. No, I have. Yeah. So I suppose we have probably we have plenty of young footballers coming up through the ranks, and probably more naturally a back. So it's given me the opportunity to get into the back line, and that's where Niall thinks I can offer the team most. So more than happy to be back there playing. Yeah, enjoy it.
Very good. And just to develop that point that you mentioned there about younger players coming through, there is a great blend of youth and experience. It's a phrase often used to describe GA teams, and Tullamore certainly fit the bill. So you must be excited about some of the younger lads coming through.
Oh yeah, you definitely would. The sky's the limit for a lot of them. There's a lot of them on the team there that they've an unbelievable amount of potential, and I suppose it's our job as a club to get the most out of that, you know. And, as the experienced players, we'll definitely try help them as much as we can, definitely to get the most out of themselves, because it'll make everyone's job much easier, 100%.
Yeah, and finally, already you've won the league title in Offaly, and unlike last year, Tullamore are unbeaten going into the final. Are you confident this might be your year? So
no, I wouldn't say that. Like we were very. I suppose we'd have got a lot of tight games. Like we only drew with Shamrocks, which could have given it either way, and the same with Edenderry. We beat Bracken obviously, and for Ban the last day we're under strength to maybe what they were the year before. So we're very much aware of where we are, and we know it'll take a huge effort to turn around the result from last year against Rhode in the final. So we know we know very much so how much work we need to do, and we're just determined to put our best foot forward, and hopefully on the day we get the rub of the green, and I know we can get the win, you know.
Okay, well Johnny, hope you enjoyed the final, and thanks very much for talking to Offaly GA.
Thanks, me and Brendan.